So we're going to move on to our final story. I don't know how long we've been recording, but don't tell me. Well, now I want to know. All right, so we're talking to a final story. Certain states who have reopened might be lying about their data from COVID-19. So, don't do that.
Fuck it. Do it. No, don't do that. That's dumb.
All right.
Don't do that.
All right. So several, so more than one, states are being slammed for misreporting or misrepresenting the number of coronavirus cases and testing data.
Yo, before we get into this, what's your opinion on zoos?
I like zoos. Zoos are fun.
You don't worry about like how they treat animals or anything?
Well, it's not SeaWorld. All right. So certain animals in zoos are just fine. Like a giraffe, they're loving it.
No, they're not. In a cage? Dude, that animal is like 40 feet tall.
Right,
You're telling me it's loving being in prison.
They get to eat all day without fear of being mauled by a predator. All right? They are loving it. Now, the predator, on the other hand, is fucking miserable because they can't maul their prey. Like a zebra, they're fine.
They're happy, I guess.
They're fine.
Nah, because they gotta graze. They're just like a horse.
Yeah.
Horses are big and they need a lot of running space.
Yeah, but if they have that space, then they're goddamn fine.
Yeah, but no zoo has that space.
Not the Bronx Zoo.
Let's just make a state of zoo. And just put all the animals in it.
It's called Florida. All right. So anyway, back to this story.
With a little bit of natty in it, yeah.
The most notable example is Georgia, back in the news again.
Peaches.
We talked about Georgia a few weeks ago.
I like Georgia. It's a nice state.
Well, we talked about Georgia with the shooting, the killing from a few weeks ago.
Yeah, it's not good when that happens.
So Georgia, where some have accused the health department of misrepresenting data to support Governor Kemp's broad reopening. So the agency has shared a number of misleading or even inaccurate pieces of information on its website. Surprise. Most recently, it posted a graph that showed a decline in cases, but only the dates were out of order.
They were out of order?
Yeah, we're going to go into the chart. Don't worry.
Okay, yeah. All right. I'm loving this story. They put a chart up with the dates out of order. Let's do it.
Yep.
Go for it.
All right, so we'll skip down to there.
Do what you gotta do, man. You did all these notes.
So the graph in question, shared on the DPA's website just over a week ago, displayed the number of confirmed cases in the 5 most heavily hit counties over a range of 2 weeks. At first glance, the graph appeared to show a number of cases declining steadily. The chart is in front of you, as you can see it now. However, after looking at the bottom axis of the graph, the x-axis, in case you didn't know, it becomes apparent that the dates of each county's revealed cases are not in order at all. So ready for this, Nash?
Dude.
The graph starts by going from April 28th to April 27th, then to April 29th. At one point, even jumps to May 7th, from May 7th all the way back to April 26th, and then back to May 3rd.
Dude.
And may the 4th be with you, always.
Dude, they just made a graph up. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You want to see how the graph actually looks?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I'll pull
That
it
is
up.
the most ridiculous thing I've ever read in my life, that they just put the dates totally out of order to make it decline.
Yeah, here's the graph.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude.
Not only are they out of order, but they kind of like bounce like a zigzag, like up and down, not even like linear. This graph is so confusing.
Dude. Because they're just like, nobody ever reads, the X or Y axis on a graph.
Yeah, they just want to see how it looks.
You either read one X, you read one axis and you stick to it.
All right. So what's more, the colored bars, which represent different counties, were also arranged in different orders on different dates, further contributing to the appearance of the graph after showing the declining cases. So I guess the colors...
Oh my god.
The colors are in different orders.
They put them in different orders. Dude. This is the most insane. A government made this? A government body?
All right, that's the least surprising thing if the government made this chart.
Dude, I swear to God, the link will be in this one. I guarantee it because it's a fucking hoot. They're not even in this. Nothing is in an order. There's no, like, the reason you put things in a graph
So it can be in order.
is so they have order and structure.
Linearity, if that's a word.
To be linear. And this graph, it's just, dude, it's like trying to be a graph so hard that they had to falsify every bit of it to make it into a graph.
All right, so the response from this poor woman, a spokesperson for I guess the representative had to tweet this out. The x-axis was set up that way to show descending values to more easily demonstrate peak values in counties on those data. Our mission failed. We apologize. It is fixed. Bullshit,
dude. That is no. No. It wasn't to represent specific areas at certain times. You were trying to show a steady decline. Like, that's just a lie. That's such a blatant lie.
So yeah, experts are worried that skewed data from poor reporting could lead some states. That's obvious. I'm gonna cut that.
Well, here's the thing. They gave you the data. They labeled it. And they put it out. The thing is that they're anticipating you to read it like you would read any graph, where you see a date and you assume it's in linear order, as like every graph is, and that the values would stay the same throughout the graph. But they don't. They're changing. They're just trying to show the narrative that they want to show. That's not what it... That's not...
All right, so
I'm sorry. This is just pissing me off so much.
Nash.
They would do that.
Yeah, but it just really doesn't surprise me.
It's just, dude. They know. I'm sorry. You work in the government. You're just like, yeah. Nobody fact checks any of us, any of the shit we do, especially a picture. It's lunacy.
According to the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, it's time to move on, Nash. Observers have noted that, quote, sloppiness in case counts, death counts, and other measures that are fundamental to tracking a disease outbreak. There's a clear sloppiness.
Yeah.
The AJC also reported that in recent weeks, issued the department's data, quote, caused confusion over whether novel coronavirus deaths have topped 1,000, and that, quote, the agency erroneously posted at least twice that children died. So they're just fucking up all over the place.
Yeah, but the thing about that graph is they did that on purpose.
Yeah, some are saying they did it on purpose. This is a quote from State Representative Jasmine Clark. Love the name Jasmine, by the way. Quote, I have a hard time understanding how this happens without it being deliberate.
Yeah.
So that's State Representative Jasmine Clark, who has a doctorate in microbiology and molecular genetics, so she knows she's credible. Literally nowhere ever in any type of statistics would that be acceptable.
I agree. I 100% agree with that.
But it gets worse, Nash. Georgia just keeps going down the rabbit hole.
Dude, how?
All right, ready? So have you heard the term of moving the goalposts?
Yeah.
So they do it without falter. They just do it. So they also have a map of the state that colors counties in shades of blue or red based on the rates of infection. Recently, the health department changed the metrics so that the infection rate in a given county needs to be higher than it was before to be colored red.
That is very much. That is exactly what moving the goalpost would be.
All right, read me this quote.
Which one? Based on the key? Oh, well, based on the key, they were using a couple weeks ago. A good third to a half of our state would show up as red right now, said Dr. Harry Hyman, a clinical associate professor at the Georgia State University School of Public Health. because they keep moving the goalposts, if you will, it doesn't look that way. Yeah, I agree. Harry, they're a bunch of dicks. Dude, that's so messed up.
All right, before we move on to the other states,
There are more?
Yeah, there's a few more states.
Oh my God.
I understand the desire to open up your state. I understand the desire to get the economy back up running. I am in that ballpark saying states need to be opening up. They need the economy needs to get back on running. Or it's going to cause a lot more deaths than we even can count for. But you can't be doing shit like this.
Yeah, this is a public health thing. This isn't.
You don't deserve to open your state if this is what your plan was.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I'm on team open up, but I am not on team open up carelessly.
Yeah, this is what it's trying to do, so you can open it up without actually changing anything to fix the problem. Like this just admits, hey, we're corrupt as fuck. We don't give a shit. That's all. That's all that this information does is tells you how little they care about actual public health, because it's a public health announcement that they're trying to mislead you on. Like that's the whole point of this. Like everybody is all for opening up. If we can do it, New York can't really open up because of the, population, the square mileage of people that there are here. But what you do is you have to redesign how you open up. You have to fix the business that you have or change it so it can not get people sick as hell.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just like, screw that, open everything up normally, which is really fucked up.
Yeah.
That's how you hurt people.
Yeah,
we don't like to hurt people.
This is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. It's just, how stupid can you be? Did they not see a Netflix documentary, Don't Fuck with Cats? People on the internet will look and research and dig into how the fuck do you think you're going to get away with this?
That's what amazes me is, because dude, you have to consider all of that. They were willing to release that.
Yeah.
So they assumed that the people reading it wouldn't pick up on it.
Yeah.
So if you live in Georgia, they think you're an idiot. I'm sorry, but that's just what they said. They didn't assume you'd read the graph. That's what them releasing it tells me.
Yeah. I look at graphs all day. I see graphs and charts every single day for my job.
Yeah.
And the X and Y axis is probably the most important part of them.
Yeah, no, but even if you do read them all the time, I can understand that, okay, because you're just used to seeing graphs, and so you don't really think about it. Which anybody would be. If I read that graph, I probably wouldn't have noticed that.
If I just glanced at it, I probably was like, oh, look, it's a downward trend. That's good.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I saw it for the first time, if I didn't know this happened, I saw that graph, I'm probably like, yeah. But if I actually looked at it and started reading it, literally,
pull up the graph again.
It takes 10 seconds of actually looking and reading at to go, wait, this is wrong. But at a glance, you're not going to notice.
Yeah, because look at how they do it. Okay, look at how orange, the whole pattern. Orange and yellow are always near each other. They're never more than one away, except at the very last one where they're less than an inch tall. Yeah. So it's they don't want you to notice it, but it goes, let's just look at those two. The first note, orange, yellow. The second one, yellow, orange, orange, green, yellow, orange, yellow, yellow, orange, yellow, orange, yellow, orange. Orange, blue, yellow, yellow, orange, yellow, orange, yellow, orange, yellow, blue, green, orange, green, yellow, orange. It's pretty subtle, but that's definitely manipulative as hell. None of that graph matters.
Yeah. Just throw it out. Try again.
Yeah, the point of the graph is so it's easy to digest, and they made it as complex as possible, so you would just assume it's a decline, and that's just That's terrible.
All right, so wrapping up here, Texas State Department now includes antibody tests, which can detect whether a person's previously recovered from COVID, disease caused by the new coronavirus. It's a daily, in its daily testing totals. That's only a problem with combining the data from antibody tests and traditional nasal swab tests. It's just skewing the data. So Texas is just skewing their data. It's not really making sense. It artificially inflates both the number of tests the state says it has done, and it falsely improves its positivity rate.
Okay, yeah.
So serious, but they're a little more smart about it.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of because you're testing. That's the thing. Like, they're at least testing. They're not putting out false information.
Yeah, they're like inflating their numbers. It's like a loophole.
Yeah, like, here's how many we've tested. Here's the amount of people. Like, that doesn't correlate, because if you're testing the same person multiple times, like, once the person is positive, you don't test them again. Whereas if you keep on testing people every time they go into something, it's gonna make it seem like it's more than one person.
Yeah. All right, and finally Florida, because we couldn't finish up this story without Florida.
Woo!
So, Florida tried to suppress county coroners from releasing coronavirus death counts. Like, hey, anyone who dies, just don't let us know.
Bro, that's fucked up.
It's like, we don't want to know who died from this. We just don't want to know.
All right. My sisters are in Florida right now. They went on vacation.
I know.